Alright. Hi.
All right, we're joined now by Jamil Roberts. Again, if you have a question, go ahead and use the raise hand tool. Brett Friedlander, you're up first. Go ahead.
Could you describe the goal? And did when Vitor made that little flick to you, would you still have scored even without that, or did that kind of throw the defense off a little bit?
No, I'm going to be honest. It needed the flick. Milo drove down the right-hand side, and he looked up and he saw me. I think that it was just a miscue pass, but I mean, Vitor's been doing it all season. A bit of magic in and around the box, flicks around the corner to me, and you know, it was up to me to finish it, and happily I did.
Have you ever been in a game where you guys took just one goal and it was enough to win? It was one shot. I'm sorry, one shot.
I think I'm going to echo my goalkeeper and say, listen, it only takes one more goal than the opposition to win a game, and if it takes one shot, then we'll take it.
Thank you very much.
Justin Zimmer, go ahead.
Hi, Jamil. Justin Zimmer, WNUL. Congrats on the goal. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about what happened after that goal. The game-winning goal kind of got a little chippy there. Those final 25 minutes. So how did you guys kind of try to maintain your composure when UNC kind of seemed like they were going to get ready for like a little free-for-all?
Yeah, I mean, for the first 10, 15 minutes after, we did what we've been doing all season. We try to keep the ball. We trust our teammates. We play in tight spaces, and that's what this team's built on is trusting each other with the ball and trusting ourselves to make the right decision. And as in any tight game, when the other team's chasing the game, they're going to throw more numbers forward, which inevitably means we have to sit more numbers back. And I think we dealt with it very well. I can only compliment the back four, Ollie, Max, Pedro, all the midfielders that sat in, they were amazing as they have been all season. And it's my job at the other end to put the chances away. And, we've started to get in a groove since like midway through the season with that. And, and we've got the best defense in the country. We've got the best goalkeeper in the country. And that's why, we never panic in those late situations.
Your next question is from Tom Bragg. Go ahead, Tom.
Hi, Tom Bragg with Herd 247. With only having the one shot, obviously you get the one goal, but UNC's defense was playing very strong before and after that. You didn't have a whole lot of chances. Was it frustrating at all up to that point when you got the goal? And just tell me how good the defense was that you faced today.
Yeah, no, it was a good back four. They were physical. It was hard, especially when we were receiving the ball with our back to goal. They were nibbling at our ankles, and it was hard to get things going. But at the end of the day, we everyone will repeat all season long. We just trust what we do. We keep the ball. We trust each other, and at some point that chance is going to come. And it only takes one chance of us. It only takes one chance, and we're going to put it on a plate. And just like the Georgetown game, it was Vitor putting on a plate for me where I couldn't miss.
Keith Morehouse, go ahead.
Jamil, I'll turn it along. You guys have been the Cinderella story, Clemson, Georgetown, now Carolina. Maybe the rest of the college soccer world didn't really necessarily think you guys could do it, but you never doubted it. You get that from Coach Grassi, right?
100%. I mean, I don't need to talk him up. You guys can see it for yourselves. We are a product of Chris. And our success is only possible because of the work that he does on the training ground. And it's not just Chris, it's all the backroom staff behind him. And everyone pulls together, and it's a family. And I think before the game he said, this doesn't feel like just a team anymore. It's love. And you don't run into a burning building for a cell phone. You run into a burning building for love, to save a loved one. And that's what it feels like in this team. So it comes from Chris, and we're just thankful for that. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We've got one more game to go, and no one remembers second place.
Paul Swan, go ahead.
Hi, Paul Swan, WRBC in Huntington. Coach has talked about how no matter the situation, you have been in big situations, so the bright light, the pomp and circumstance of the college cup really hasn't gotten to you. How much did that play into today? Because this was a big match, for Marshall and for the program.
Yeah, I mean, you only have to look around the locker room and look at the players we've got, the personalities we've got, and where they've come from. And that, for me, is enough to not feel nervous. We've got guys that have played in, against and with some of the best players in the world in their home countries. So I'm sure, no disrespect to the opposition that we've beaten up to this point, but we're not looking at those jerseys and fearing them. It's just another game. We know we've got the best players, and as long as we implement the game plan that has been given to us by our coaches, then we'll have no problems. And as I go back to again, it's all about trust. It's all about trust, and we trust each other 100%. And as long as you go and execute the plan, then there's no need to be nervous.
Brett Friedlander, go ahead.
Yeah, Jamil, you could have turned professional. You were drafted, and you decided to come back to Marshall. What made you decide to do that? And I guess that the decision probably worked.
Yeah, no, it's paid off now, isn't it? It was many conversations. I mean, the COVID break was honestly the biggest thing. I hadn't played a game for, as all of us boys, we hadn't played a game for over a year, unless you were playing in the ACC. And I had conversations with Chris, I had conversations with the staff at Kansas City. And we all decided from a footballing standpoint that it was best for me to stay here. I made it clear to them that we had a team capable of winning a national championship. And they were more than happy to let me stay, get games under my belt, and ultimately, I'm going to be in a lot better shape, when I join up with them post winning a national championship with Marshall University.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
Final question from Justin Zimmer. Go ahead, Justin.
Hey, Jamil, got a question for you about, I know, the offense side was, the one shot, but let's talk about the 19 fouls a little bit. Like, how key is that going to be on money to kind of reduce the fouls against whoever you're playing with?
Are you, sorry, is that fouls on us or fouls against us?
Yeah, fouls on you, 19 fouls for the team tonight. How key is that going to be to, reducing those fouls to win the championship Monday night?
I think a lot of those fouls, if I'm being honest, are tactical, to break the game up, to stop counterattacks from the opposition, which UNC, they did a good job of. They pressed us in the right areas at times, and when we made mistakes, they broke quickly. So the easiest way to stop that is a quick tactical foul. The referee was lenient with cards tonight, so I was fine. However, the silly fouls around the box, those are the ones we need to clean up. I don't know how many set pieces they had, how many corners or free kicks around the box, but those are the situations where, if you just stay on your feet or maybe just stand the guy up instead of going to ground and committing the foul, then those could be the difference makers in the game. So when it comes to fouls, that's about it, really.
Thank you.
That's all right. Thank you, guys.